Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the fascinating origins of words. Today we're tackling a word that has traveled through centuries, changing its meaning and stirring up all sorts of imagery: demon. Now, when you hear demon, what's the first thing that comes to mind? For many of us, it's probably something sinister, right? A demon, an evil entity. But what if I told you that wasn't its original meaning at all? To understand this word, we have to journey back to ancient Greece. The original Greek word was dam. A dam wasn't inherently good or evil. It was simply a spirit, a supernatural being. Think of it as a force of nature or a divine power. The ancient Greeks believed these dam were intermediaries, messengers that existed in the space between mortals and the gods. They could be guardian spirits, offering guidance and inspiration, or they could be sources of misfortune. It was all about their influence on human affairs, not their moral alignment. The famous philosopher Socrates even spoke of his personal daemon, a divine voice that guided him, warning him against making mistakes. For him, it was a source of wisdom, almost like a conscience or a guardian angel. So for a long time, a demon was a neutral or even positive concept. So how did we get from a neutral spirit to the devil himself? The shift really began with the translation of religious texts. When the Hebrew scriptures were translated into Greek, the translators needed a word for lesser divine beings or foreign gods. They chose dam. This started to associate the word with entities that were not the one true God. Later, as early Christianity spread, this association intensified. Christian theologians used the term demon to refer to pagan gods and all spirits that were not of God. In this new framework, any spirit that wasn't angelic was, by default, demonic and malevolent. The neutral spirit became the evil spirit. The word's meaning was completely redefined to fit a new worldview. When Latin became the dominant language of the church and scholarship in the West, the Greek dam was adopted as daemon. It's a third declension masculine noun for all you Latin enthusiasts out there. Demon, daemonis, and by this point, its primary definition in Latin Christian writings was firmly established: an evil demon or devil. The older, more neutral meaning was almost entirely lost to popular understanding. From Latin, the word passed into Old English as demon and then into the modern English we use today. The spelling with the daemon is often used now to refer back to the original Greek concept, or in fantasy and computing, to distinguish it from the purely evil religious demon. In computing, a demon is a background process that runs without direct user control, a helpful, invisible spirit working behind the scenes. Kind of brings the meaning full circle, doesn't it? So the next time you hear the word demon, remember its incredible journey. It's a powerful example of how language evolves, shaped by culture, religion, and philosophy. It went from a guiding spirit to a malevolent force, and now it even lives inside our computers. Thanks so much for nerding out with me today about etymology. If you found this interesting, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the